Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to NarfArfGaming. Today we're having a look at Path of Exile by New Zealand-based Grinding Gear Games. And this is an ARPG, sort of in the style of Diablo or Torchlight, if you've ever played one of those. And it is a free-to-play game. And yeah, that's all that there is to say, like, at the basic start of it. So I'm gonna show you the startup screen. Like, this is where you create a character. You can choose between 6 different classes. There's the witch, there's the duelist, there's the ranger, there's the berserker, there's the, I think it's a rogue or something, and then there is the templar.
I fought, wept, and bled for God and the Order. I would have died for my Templar brothers, every single one. And how do they reward my piety, my devotion? They exile me to the land of the damned, to reclassed. I know now that my brethren are merely God's tools. He has given me this path to walk, so I shall muster my strength and my power, and my faith. It is my shield against the darkness to come.
So yeah, that's basically what the character creation screen. It's a short backstory about what characters you choose. But as you can see, I already have 2 characters. I have one that I've leveled up a bit, and one I've played a little. I think I'll show you the basic one. Then I can go through the mechanics that they come. There we go. So this is the first city that you encounter in the game. As you might notice, it is full of other players. The outside world of the game isn't like that. Basically, when you're not in a party, your world has only you in it. So it's like, unless you're in a party, you are just you fighting monsters. And you can find parties through the notice board. There's both public and private parties, so it's like, if you feel bored or you need someone to help you fight a certain boss, then just have a look here. You can find you can find parties for nearly every boss here, I think. And yeah, I think I'll show you the inventory screen. Pretty basic. Looks like something out of any other ARPG ever. And yeah. And if you haven't read up on what the game is by the website, I'm just gonna show you something here. So this is a gem. Normally you'd say, well, you use your skill points to get gems, right? Or not gems, you use your skill points to get, abilities. Well, not really. In Path of Exile, what you get are these gems. You get them when you complete quests, and maybe you get them from drops and so on. But what they do is they give you an ability. And as you can see, this gem gives me cleave. And sort of small details. And what the gems do is you can just kind of emboss it in your armor or in your weapon or whatever, and then when you're wearing the item that has this gem, you can cleave. And basically, as you use your gems will level up. So like, if you say, I am using, like if I kill a lot of monsters, I will be able to level up my gem. I'm probably gonna show you that at some point throughout this play here. Just to see what else. Of course, there's the classic, if I can actually find it, there we go. There's the classic, like, of course it has quests, the game, and they're pretty basic. Like, you get 1 or 2 quests at a time, just go through them, kill them, get back to the city, get up some new quests. If you've ever played Diablo, that's exactly what it's like. Fine
work with Hillock.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do all the talking for you, because that would mean spoilers. We're not here for spoilers, that would be silly. Okay, 2, 4. I think we're gonna go with this gem. Burning arrow, dual strike. Dual wield only does not work once. I think I'm just gonna take double strike. So as you can see in the bottom right corner here, I have 2 abilities. That's my default attack and my cleave. And I think I'm gonna emboss double strike in my sword. Now I have double strike. And let's just get out into the world so I can show you how that works. Fighting this game is like any other ARPG ever. Click monsters, attack them, hope you hit them, wait until they die. Okay, so
Not the most pleasant of arenas, but it'll have to do for now.
I like the kind of Common banter. Oh, crap, there's enemies. There's a lot of enemies. Holy shit. Cleave, cleave. Die. Die.
My spirit is spent.
There we go. And the chest here. So as you might have noticed, I took quite a beating in this fight here. Like, I'm really low on life all of a sudden. I better use a potion. Now, potions aren't what you usually think of in this game. Like, potions are items, or they're equipment just as much as your armor. Because what a potion is, it's... As you kill monsters, you gain charges of your potions. Like, now that I've used one charge on one of my potions, when I kill monsters, that's gonna go up. If you can... You might not be able to see it, but... the more monsters you kill, the more potions you have. So instead of like saying, I need to go to the city to buy potions, not really, you just need to kill some monsters in order to get more potions. You just keep killing stuff here. Bow. I also can swap weapons, of course, to my infinitely more awesome club. Might not have any abilities, but it's pretty accurate and it hits really freaking hard. Yeah. Ah, here we go. More enemies. Cleave! Die! Tower shield, glass shanks. Not really any good weapons yet. Also, if you notice in the right, you can see that the gem that I just equipped, the green one, it has a progress bar, and that's about to fill up, so I'll show you what happens when you upgrade your gems. Ooh, new boots. One more armor. It's worth it. I think we're gonna grab some potions. There we go. There we go, my gem is ready to level up. Okay. So as a gem levels up, you get the option of leveling up, and that means the gem becomes stronger, like the effects become better. In this case, the ability becomes stronger, so you can say the cleave that I have, or the double strike that I have right now, is damage effectiveness by 70%, maybe it increases to 75%, but just keep this in mind. So, also, now you're thinking, well, why the need, like, why do you need to have the option of leveling up a gem? Well, that's gonna be pretty easy to show you, because right now, look at the requirements for this gem. It requires level 1. Okay, that's pretty simple, right? You can see in the bottom, next level requires level 2. So you think, well, why don't I just level it as long as with my own level then? Well, it's actually not that simple, because as gems get to higher levels, I think it's about at level 5, they begin to require attributes. Like if you don't have enough strength, you can't use a red gem. So you kind of gotta focus on, you need to choose an attribute to focus on very, very early and just stick to that. Unless you want to be getting out of your way to find items that actually give you attributes you need. But anyway, let's just upgrade this here now. And the damage effectiveness is the same, but it has 3% increased physical damage. That's okay. Yeah, let's just keep moving. I think I'm about to level up as well. I'm going to show you how that works in a second. Come on, one more mob. That did it.
It seems this new arena suits me.
Just clubbing down them. Okay. What I'm about to show you is going to blow your mind, because this is the skill tree of Path of Exile. Just look at this. Holy hell, how is this confusing mess of a skill tree even possible? Okay, I'll explain it to you really, really easily. So basically, this is where you start in your skill tree as a duelist. If you're not a duelist, maybe you're the marauder and you start over here, or you're the mage and you start over here. So like you start on different places of this map, depending on what class you choose. As you can see, I've already gone for increased attack speed. That's because I want to be a dual-wielding fighter. And let's see, I think I'll do it with more attack speed. But this skill tree is actually pretty unique in that it's actually not skills that you get most of the time. It's talents. Like, it's passive bonuses, more attack speed, or more dexterity, or more melee damage and such. But what's also pretty cool is that you can actually just become a hybrid. Like say, if you are the ranger, you start over here. You get a lot of bow abilities. But as the duelist, it's pretty easy to just wander into the ranger tree. You can create sort of a hybrid class, or if you want to create a very heavy-handed duelist, you can just walk the other way and become more of a marauder. That leaves a lot of choice to the player. Like, you're not forced into, say, using class-specific items, because there are none. And you're not forced to take a certain path because it's the most efficient. You just need to take a path and stick with it. Like, I'm going towards dual-wielding weapons right now, so I should continue doing that, going that path, because that's most efficient for the playstyle I want to play with. So, another pretty interesting concept is the lack of a currency. Yeah, there's no gold in this game. Oh, let me just kill these monsters before I explain. Oh, more potions. Now you're thinking, that sounds pretty boring. No gold, nothing to buy, right? Well, not exactly. There are currencies in the form of items. Like say, I have a certain item that I can use to upgrade other items. I don't think I have any right now. Once I get any, I'll port back to the town and I can show you what I mean. Let's just find some more monsters to kill. Whatever. There we go. Oh crap, that was close. Well, you need to die in a fire, good lady. And down she goes. Alright. I think I now have the option to show you what the game does also do pretty well. Like, if you've ever played Diablo, you have these magic items. As you can see, this requires intelligence, my part, which I don't have because I'm a rogue, but whatever. And scrolls of identification, as you might know. Yeah, that has basic properties. Now, what's also special about the scrolls of wisdom is that they are also a kind of currency. I'll show you when we get back into the town, but basically you buy stuff with your scrolls as well. Like, instead of having gold, you sort of trade items for one another. So if you say, I want to buy a very powerful sword, it's going to cost me a lot of scrolls of wisdom. How do you get scrolls of wisdom? Killing monsters. They are both random drops, and they are also gained from trading in normal items. Like, common quality items, the white quality items, they give between 1 and 2 scrolls of wisdom each. And you can sort of, no, not scrolls of wisdom, they give a scrap of paper which becomes a scroll of wisdom. So like say we have 5 white items, you get 1 scroll of wisdom. Come on, die. Crude bow, nothing special here. Mob. Okay. Well, kinda need. I think I'll just go back into the city because I have I have the ability to show you what I meant right now. So let's just get back in there. It's gonna be a long run. While we're running, I can also explain the microtransaction system. There is a microtransaction system in the game, and I know they're thinking, why? Oh god, why? It's not a pay-to-win system, at least it isn't right now, but what you get from microtransactions is you can get, sort of like in World of Warcraft, you can get non-combat pets, but you can also get unique animations and like unique weapon/armor skins and glows and sort of a lot of customizations features. And you know, if you're that's the kind of microtransactions that I'm totally fine with. You know, it's like skins in LoL. They don't give you any abilities, but they're pretty cool to have. And it's a pretty cool way for a free-to-play game to make money. Okay, we're entering line I watch and show you the store. Sell items first. So as you can see, we have all these white quality items. Let's just put them in here. You'll notice these are scroll fragments. And you have, when you have 5 of these, you have a scroll of wisdom. So let's just pop all this in here. As you can see, white quality items gives in general 1 scrap. And let's put in this as well. So there we go. We get 1 scroll of wisdom and 1 scroll fragment. I already have 2 scrolls and 1 scroll fragment, so it's pretty good. Now I have 3 scrolls. And to purchase items, it's actually just the other way around. You use your scrolls of wisdom to buy stuff. And that's pretty basic. Can I buy anything cool? Maybe not. Get a portal scroll. No.
Still alive,
What about this? Do we have anything good here? No. Also a huge part of the game, which I hope to be able to show you, is that... I'm sorry. A huge part of the game that I hope I'll be able to show you as well is that the game isn't... Like, when you play Diablo, for example, you spend a lot of time saving up to get the best item or hoping it drops from some monster or stuff, or some such. That's not really the case here. What you basically do here is you can get a basic weapon and gather the materials. You can gather the materials it takes to make it a good weapon, because you get, like, say this is an alteration shards. When you have 20 of these, it becomes an orb of alteration, and what it can do is, if you have a magic item, like the blue items, you can exchange the stats on that, basically. So, like, say you have... Like, say my sword here, it gave me intelligence instead of a dexterity. And I'm a dexterity-based... dexterity-based hero. Well, I could just use an orb of alteration and hope it gives me... dexterity instead of intelligence next time. What does this do? Dealing damage. Oh, that's just dual strike. Don't know what I have that. I have double strike. Well, da-ti-da. Derp. I think I'll just put this in here. And then put this here. There we go. All gemmed up. Let's just see. Okay. So basically, like, say, you can even, certain of these orbs also upgrade. Like, say if you have a white quality item, you can get the rarest of items just by making them. So literally, it's not about just finding items, it's also about making it. I think I actually can, hopefully I can show you this before long. Because in playing it actually comes very early that you get them. Come on. Get a potion. Kill some guys. Chest, nothing special. The corpse. It's basically like, if you've ever played Diablo 2, the gameplay style is very much just Diablo 2 in 3D. It doesn't feel... Okay, it's actually more of a Diablo 3, to be fair. The way that skills are bound to different keys. You also do have the hotkey system, like Q, W, E, R, T. But I don't like using it myself unless it's for self-cast abilities. I like just being able to click. I have 3 mouse buttons, so I might as well use all of them. Also have a drift receptor, might as well identify that. It's absolutely worthless. As you can imagine, in that much of the game is random based, like it's based on random number generators for the stats on the items that you get. You can imagine that the game can actually be either very, very easy, in that you get very good items early on, or it can be super difficult and you're just stuck without any of the items you need for a long time. Yeah, that's always been the appeal of action RPGs for me, because it kind of feels like it gives an element of roguelike gameplay, because you're always wondering, do I get this item that I need, or am I gonna get horribly slaughtered around the right next corner because it spawns a super mob that I can't kill? So I have another point. Let's see, dual wheel speed or projectile damage. Well, I'm not an archer, so I'm gonna go with dual wheel speed. And I can level up one of my gems again. So now it does even more damage, I presume. Oh, that's the double strike one. Whatever. Let's keep moving. Well, that's the mud flats. Is that where I'm supposed to go? No, it is not. It should be Tidal Island. That's over here. Also, if you noticed, in the top right corner there is a minimap. And that's actually pretty cool, because this is a feature they obviously stole from Diablo or any other ARPG ever, is the map. Because you can either get this minimap here, you can have no map at all, and then you can have this overlay map. And if you've ever played Diablo or Diablo 2, you just know what this is. But it's pretty cool in the way that it discovers things. It's not as detailed as I'd like it to be. I mean, the water looks a little bit odd. And the way that there aren't any places that show like changes in terrain or height in terrain. It's kind of difficult to see sometimes, but it works fine. You know, you can see where you're going. So let's go to Tidal Island. Hopefully I can get to show you some of these alteration orbs before long. Come on. And now you've probably realized that as you play, the game can actually get very, very lonely. Like, if you're not in a party, you're just you. You're you on an adventure to save yourself from all kinds of evil shit going on in this island called the Rayclast, which is basically an exile island for people who don't belong in the regular society. So you're sort of an outcast fighting for yourself. As you, without giving too many spoilers, I can say that as you advance into the game, you sort of become the hero that others are dependent on this island. Okay, this is actually interesting. I can show you how weapon improvement works now. This is a whetstone. Has greater effect on the lower rarity weapon. The maximum quality is 20%. Okay, so let's say I have my... Actually, let's say I think I'd go with the basic one, because it's gonna yeah, just punch them to death. No, but okay, look at my maul right now. You can see it has some basic abilities. Now this whetstone, it basically allows me to upgrade it very, very mildly, but it's still an upgrade. So yeah, the quality increased by 2. It gets a little more damage. And that's that's actually what you do a lot of the game. Instead of picking up new weapons, you're just gonna go and see how can I improve the weapons that I already have. And I can upgrade my cleave gem again. And I think that pretty much covers like how the game works. I'm not gonna go into the story of the game. I'm not gonna go in far into this anything else. There's the stat screen here, as you can see. How much, it's like in Diablo, how much damage do I deal, what's my DPS, my chance to hit, APS, total, it's actually pretty detailed. Main hand total combined damage, main hand physical damage, main hand fire damage, accuracy ratings, attack speed, increase, critical chance, critical damage multiplier, all sorts of pretty cool stuff to have a look at. It's always nice to have a stat screen that just shows you everything. Evasion rating, estimated physical damage reduction, run speed increase, mana regen. Someone is actually the first to reach level 78 in this game. Congratulations to him. Just a note. Leveling in this game takes forever. There are about 100 levels. And if I remember correctly, they stated that going from level 80 to level 81 takes nearly the same time as it does to get from level 1 to 80. And you're just gonna think, what? That takes an insane amount of time. Well, yeah, that's an action RPG for you. It's designed to be very long. It's designed to be a bit grindy. Of course, these zones are randomly generated, so as you leave them and come back, they just sort of get new mobs. And I've just transitioned into town here to make sure I don't get horribly murdered while showing you the option screen, because that's of course always important. Let's have a look here. It's pretty basic graphics for a computer game. Display mode, thank god. Resolution, it's locked when you're in the game. Don't know if I kind of agree with that, but okay. Vertical synchronization, variant shadow mapping. Yeah, basic shadow settings, anti-aliasing, texture quality, texture filtering. Medium and high. I could have kind of used another option there. And anisotropic filtering. Yeah. Texture filtering. Screen shake for all... Like, if you have any tendency of motion sickness, just turn screen shake off. It's horrible, really. And other than that, you can fiddle with the sound. Mute in background option. Seriously, that's really, really nice to have. I'm not even kidding. I have played one game that didn't have that, and oh my god, it was annoying. Just tapping out to check something, and I could hear everything in the game. Okay, so the UI... You know, show corner map, that's the mini map up in the top. Auto center map, that's pretty cool. Map transparency, yes please. Like in case the map's too see-through for you, just turn it up all the way. Looks so much nicer, or not. Always highlight, that's pretty good to have. Always show sockets. That's basically so you don't have to mouse over your weapons or armor to see if it has sockets. Key pickup. Items can only be picked up while the item highlight key is down. Auto equip. Yeah, whatever. When highlighting an item on the ground, full description will be shown rather than just its name. That's pretty cool too. Always show life and mana. It's just so you can see the top mana and top life. Corpse targeting. That's basically if you want to, if you have abilities that require you use a corpse, then you just hold down A and you can auto attack a corpse. Hide global chat. Yes. Hide global chat. I don't know if it's that bad right now, but just let me show. Yeah, whatever. Global chat is pretty calm right now, but usually it's like 20 something people just yelling at each other. Not worth it at all. Hide global chat. Mouse wheel zoom. Yeah. Hide trade. Trade chat is okay. There's not a lot of trade going on right now since the game is in beta. But the key, you would have a fully remappable key settings. Pretty cool. It's actually okay. Close all panels. Yes. It asks you to save your options even if you don't change anything. That gives me a little paranoia because it feels like, did I change something? Nah, maybe not. And yeah. But yeah, I think we're close to the end here. I don't think there's much more to say. The game is free to play. You can play it for absolutely no money at all. I will be linking to the game's website in the description. Do be aware though, it is an always online game because that's the nature of free to play games in our age. But it means you have to be online to play it. There's no offline mode, sadly. But without anything else to say, check the description below. Have fun. Try the game. It's free after all. You're not losing anything by trying it. And this has been NarfArfGaming signing out.